The Elite Sports and Entertainment Network presents episode 83 of Royally Quacked. Welcome back, hockey fans. How's it going, Cody?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm in my new office. It's not done yet. As you can see, I got my new trinkets. I got me and Timu, and then another Timu, Shigeru, and then I got Iron Man, Boba Fett. I'm more happy with the Star Wars Millennium Falcon right here than the Angels thing. And then when Papa made me our logo out of wood, I have it right here on display. I'm not done yet. I plan on having something here, so it's not just plain white, but no worries. You won't see the ghost of Honda Center walking behind me anymore.
You just need someone to put some art there. That's all you need.
I have plans, Trent. I have plans. We just literally got into this week, and I got plans. But hey, we already got a comment. Hey, brother Trent, it's Amanda.
Yeah, it's somebody from my camp. So
okay.
A lot of people.
Awesome.
A lot of people will be tuning in from different.
I'm happy about that.
Different spectrums of life.
So, as if you guys know, we have a very special guest here with us today, the 2023-2024 21st Duck, Trent Sullivan.
Hello.
Like I said, I was at the home opener when you were the 21st Duck. And that was such a great game all around too.
Yeah.
From the purple carpet event to the game, and then that's how I got that picture with Timu, because literally it was that game.
Yeah.
And I think I bought this jersey at that game too. So, and it was like my birthday present to me.
I know that's like the one thing I'll say. It's like I love it, and then now they're like, oh, so I was like, oh, do you want? I was like, I want these. Like, oh, sorry, you gotta buy those on yourself. Like, I was like, but it's okay. Because I save up money for that jersey.
Smart. But all right, well, let's get right into Ducks news. All right, so starting today, so Ryan Strome has an upper body injury and will not be playing on the opening road trip. So obviously he wasn't in the game against the Seattle Kraken, which we'll go over that a little bit later. They didn't disclose what the injury was. All we know it's an upper body injury, because we know last week we had that, the funny whole everyone has a lower body injury.
Right.
And then Ducks goaltender Ville Husso passed through waivers and has been assigned to the goals, which I had a feeling when he went through waivers, no one was going to claim him. Nobody wanted to get a guy that has 2 years and I think making $2.1 million a year. So I didn't think he was going to get claimed.
Wow.
So, which I figured they weren't. I figured the Ducks weren't going to carry the 3 goalies anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do like Ville Husso though. And then just a little extra specifics on Lacombe's contract. It is a flat salary of $9 million each year for the full 8 years, and then it's a no trade clause years 3 through 5, a 15-team no trade clause years 6 through 7. And then the last year, it is a 10-team no trade clause. So,
interesting.
Yep. And then I got 2 special announcements for. I just got to pull up the. Sorry, I should have had this ready, and I didn't.
Yes, you should have.
I should have. I know I should have.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Shame on Cody. So I kind of helped team up with Mikey from that Sports Dude 714.
Mm-hmm.
He created the the Instagram, and we're gonna make it on, I believe, on all socials, the Mighty Ducks Club. So just for all Ducks fans to kind of, go there and support the Anaheim Ducks and stuff like that. I helped them with the giveaway post and making it, because I just like doing those things. But we are gonna, they are doing a giveaway on there. You need to tag one friend that you would invite to the game. You have unlimited entries. You just need to, where is it? Please follow the road. I'm trying to find. You need to follow both the Mighty Ducks Club, follow Royally Quacked, and tag people, and you need to repost on the thing. So, and then the winner will be announced, I believe. Let's see. The winner will be announced after the home opener game on Tuesday, October 14th. So you have until then to do this. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2. Let me pull up TikTok because I can't find it on Instagram for some reason. Random on the right.
Should we play the Jeopardy theme?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
All right. I thought she put. All right. So opening night, there's gonna be a meetup at during first intermission at the Ducks game. We're gonna meet up by the front entrance, the main entrance, by the team store. And you don't have to be a content creator, just a diehard Ducks fan, just for everyone to kind of meet and know each other and build the community all together. That's the main thing. The person that got this all together, her name is Cameron Adamando. So go check her out on Instagram and TikTok. Everything's on her feed. Like I said, I thought I was thinking about doing it, but I was like, should I? And then she put it out there. I'm like, oh, it's done. Cool. And I'm glad I wasn't the only one that thought about doing something like this. And it's funny because that's where I actually met Trent. Was in that exact same spot.
Yeah.
During the Sharks game. So I would say that's usually where everyone does the meetups too. I would say
that's usually where I'm at as well.
Yeah.
Even if there's no, like, even when the preseason games, that's where I even was too. It was so weird not to have any of the broadcasts. It's like, wait.
I know, when I watched it, I was like, there's no setup. I was like, I thought that was weird when I saw that too. So Trent will be there. I will be there. So everyone come say hi. I'm really looking forward to the home opener. You guys have no idea.
Oh, it's like the summer. Everyone jokes like like everyone has like the summer depression. Like summer depression's over. Hockey season has begun.
We do have a comment from your friend Amanda. What day is this? I think that was Tuesday, October 14th, right, Cody?
Yeah, it's the Ducks home opener, October 14th. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not to mention that Captain Chaos was 10 minutes late. Did he miss anything? Yes.
You missed everything.
You missed everything, Adam. Sorry.
Shame on you.
Shame.
So are we ready for Kings news?
We are ready for Kings news.
And just something I was going to mention at the start and I forgot. I do believe, and I could be wrong, but we're the only rival podcast in hockey that I know of. Not that I know that the Puck podcast with Eddie and Doug, they are rivals with the Ducks and the Kings, just like Cody and I are, but they talk about hockey in general,
right?
Not specifically about their teams. So
Correct.
That's what makes us different at least. So let's get on to Kings news. And of course, my first part of the Kings news is Cody poking me in the side about this. The Los Angeles Kings have the oldest team in the NHL with an average age of 29.9. Well, I'm okay with that because I'm probably one of the oldest podcasters out there too. Yeah, you got to make an entrance, Adam. Yes,
you always do.
That's for sure. Other Kings news: Kings have placed defenseman Kyle Burroughs on the injured reserve.
Do you know
there
what
was
the injury is? Nothing.
It didn't state it.
Full body injury.
Yeah, well,
or what he got injured by?
Maybe by the puck that went in for that one goal when they played the Ducks.
Which the
first goal of the game.
Yeah,
it went off him.
That's true. So his feelings got hurt. Got it.
There we go.
Yes.
So the LA Kings have named Tyler Wright as the director of player personnel, Travis Culhane as assistant video coordinator, and Jonas Hoagland and Brendan Daly as scouts. They are the latest additions to the hockey operations staff, along with Derek Armstrong, who joined the organization as a scout during the 24-25 season. AEG Sports Chief Operating Officer Kelly Cheeseman has left his position with the Kings, joining the New York Islanders to become the president of business operations and alternate governor. Cheeseman has held this position for the over 13 years, has been with the Kings organizations for nearly 25 years. Thank you for being with the Kings for so long, and good luck in New York. Also news. What, Cody? Oh,
Kings
Adam
are old. Time to take them out back like old Yeller.
Yeah, good old Captain Chaos.
And
always bringing strife.
Frankie the Yankees on. Oh, hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, Frankie? Sorry about the Yankees. At least they made the playoffs, unlike our Angels.
Oh, yeah, the Angels never do.
To New York.
Oh, he's a diehard Yankees fan and Patriots fan.
Yeah, he's part of our
the network. We're part.
The network that we're part of.
Yeah. He's been trying to convince me and my dad to become Yankees fans since we've been here.
Yeah. You gotta love Frankie. He is definitely one of the most passionate people about his teams. So sorry, Cody, but no, let's go LA Kings. I like that one.
Trent, I already don't like your friend.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, and he's also the co-founder of the network as well.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. And then Adam, Yankees suck, go Dodgers.
So thank you for usually it's me interrupting the Ducks news, but I've been getting a lot of interruption with the Kings news. Obviously, with some of the signings that's going on, Adrian Kempe's camp is reportedly pushing for close to $12 million than the original $10 million per Cam Robinson. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. I'd pay him.
The 12?
Absolutely. If we pay him 8 times 12, I mean, in 2 or 3 years, that's going to be a bargain.
Yeah.
I mean,
makes you wish they would have signed that 8x10 a lot quicker now, don't you?
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're stupid if they don't sign him.
Agreed.
We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, it's hard to find two-way hockey players like him.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Kevin.
Kevin from last week. Glad to see you guys on the screen again. Welcome to Trent. Hope you guys are having a good episode so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was one of the guests last week. He's also a Kings fan as well.
Yeah, great guy.
I had Eric last week, and he's the other Ducks fan. So we had to equal it out a little bit last week with the predictions.
Yeah.
So we'll see how those all turn out.
I have a friend that is a Kings fan who lives in Anaheim Hills. I'm like, I don't like you.
So what you have to realize, Trent, when I became a Kings fan, there wasn't the only team in California was the LA Kings.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to go away. I mean, I had the Triple Crown line. I had, Gretzky came, and I'll be honest with it. If Gretzky doesn't come to LA, do we have Anaheim Ducks? Do we have San Jose Sharks?
No.
Probably not. So, and if it wasn't for Bruce McNall needing money, which he got paid, he actually talked to Disney about putting in for a team and that he would get paid money because he was obviously wasn't. He went to jail, so we all know.
Yeah. We got more comments. Don't get me wrong, I like the Ducks, but I prefer the Kings. I grew up on the Mighty Ducks movies. Hey, you could be a Predators fan, a Tampa Bay fan. We welcome everyone. It doesn't have to be just Ducks or Kings. We just love having fun.
I just like the fact that we, just randomly had Connie at one of the games one time, and I was like, everyone's like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's how we roll. Sorry. Yeah. I guess we're cool like that.
And then Adam loved Trent's episodes on Locked On Ducks. He meant to say hell of a story.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I saw it, and he's like, oh, hell.
Yeah. And then Kevin, I would pay Kempe 12 too. If we lose him and with Kobe retiring, I think it wouldn't be crazy to say that blowing it up and starting it over with Q, Laugh, and Clark would be a good idea.
Kevin, I totally agree with you, brother. Yeah. That's why it was fun to have you on the podcast last week. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did.
We appreciated you and all the efforts that went with that.
Yep. All right. You want to move on to?
Well, let's go on to league news before we go too long, Cody.
Yeah.
You want? Okay, I'll start. I'll start. Tampa Bay defender J.J. Moser has been suspended 2 games for boarding Panthers forward Jesper Boquist.
Yeah, and then also Tampa Bay forward Scott Sabarn has been suspended 4 games for roughing Panthers defenseman Aaron Ekblad. And then I'm just going to add to this last one. The NHL has also fined the Tampa Bay Lightning $100,000 and John Cooper $25,000 for their actions culminating in the events of the preseason game versus Florida. Did you guys see I think there was
not.
16 ejections.
I didn't.
It literally like a beer league team bench. Like they're like 5 players on each bench on the Tampa Bay bench and everything. It was something you don't see often in an NHL or preseason or season game.
Well, maybe it was Tampa Bay telling the Panthers that we're willing to do anything to upset and take over.
That's pretty much exactly what I thought it was. I just wish it wasn't a preseason game.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, we'll move on from that now. So Connor McDavid signed a 2-year, $25 million contract with Edmonton Oilers. And it has an average annual value, obviously, of 12.5 and begins in the 26-27 season. So
chalk that up for Cody for getting that one right.
Well, what it tells me is he doesn't believe they can be good for he's not going to sign that long term unless they prove to him they can do it.
Yeah.
And it gives him an out clause to move on to a team that, young and up and coming. And I mean, one team young and up and coming is the Ducks. Could you imagine 3 years from now that you got Connor McDavid in the middle of that?
I like how you say Ducks and not Kings.
Well, what right now it doesn't look that way. Obviously, we're already old, right, Cody? From what you said, but the Ducks are
didn't
pretty
say it. Somebody else said it. I just put it in the note. Okay, let's get that right. Let's get that right.
Okay,
but honestly, what a steal of a deal for Edmonton to get him at the exact same annual value as he is now.
So what is that? 2 years? What does that really tell you?
He wants to win. Like he wants to help Edmonton win that cup.
I can totally respect that.
I do too.
I mean, because honestly, I would, if I was him, I want to win. It's just if you're ever been an athlete, you want to win. And he's sacrificing to win. So
yeah, but there was actually more signings that the Oilers did. That same day they signed defenseman Jake Wallman to a 7x7 deal, 7 years, $7 million contract extension. and that starts next season.
Yeah, we got a lot
it's
of
exactly what Adam says. It's an ultimatum: either win or lose me for McDavid.
pretty much, yes. Agreed, Adam.
So
Jack Eichel's new contract extension with Vegas is for 8 years and $108 million. So actually, the number 2 pick in that draft, where Connor was number 1, he's going to make $1 million more a year for a few years before McDavid gets his 20 million somewhere.
yeah, exactly. So 13.5 million. Honestly, like I think he could have gotten more, but I think he took that just so the Vegas can stay competitive.
That's how you win.
Yeah.
I call it the Tom Brady effect. Because did he ever be the top money earner?
Nope.
Ever? He always took a friendly deal so they could still win. And how many Super Bowls did he win? 7?
Man, does not remind me of that.
7 out of 9?
10.
10?
He lost twice.
Times?
Yeah, twice to Giants and once to Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still 70%.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, next up, the Winnipeg Jets have signed forward Kyle Connor to an 8-year, $12 million AAV contract extension, and that deal begins in 26-27. So a lot of these top people that were going to be free agents at the end of the year are all gone now, just like last year and the year before that and the year before that.
And here's another thing. The Oilers have signed Matthias Lacombe to a 3-year, $4 million AAV contract extension, and that also begins in the 26-27 season. So they're trying to solidify their team.
Yeah.
For at least the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So.
And then the Blackhawks have signed UFA defenseman Matt Grzelcyk to a 1-year, $1 million contract. He was on a PTO with the team during preseason.
Hey, man, I was supposed to be on PTO yesterday. And all the call-outs.
But that's a different PTO.
I know. I'm just having I was just having fun with it. So you got NHL franchise valuations, Cody. That must be notes you have.
Yeah, I got the picture right here. Do you guys want to take a guess on who is the top value? Then who's the number 1 value franchise in the NHL?
I would say easy. Toronto Maple Leafs.
The Toronto Maple Leafs are number 1. You want to guess who's? Can you guess the top 5 real quick?
Montreal Canadiens.
They're number 3. Trent, you have any guesses?
I'm
gonna give you a hint. Just think original 6.
Oh, original 6. Oh, geez, original 6.
Rangers. Pick the Rangers. Trent, pick the Rangers.
I'm not very good with the teams. That's the worst part. I love hockey, but I don't know the teams. I don't know. You can tell it to me.
You're fine.
Hey Trent, say New York Rangers. Go ahead. Say New York.
Is it the Rangers? I don't know.
The Rangers are number 2. Montreal is number 3. Adam says Chicago and Detroit. Detroit is right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is Detroit. Chicago is 7.
Yeah, Kevin
Boston is 4, and yeah, I saw. I saw that. Oh, where is it? I would guess Blackhawks. Boston is number 4. LA Kings are number 5.
Woo!
The Ducks are on the bottom 4th of it at just under 1.6 billion. So you have Toronto at 4.25 billion, Rangers 3.65 billion, Montreal 3.3 billion, Boston 3 billion, and the LA Kings at 2.96 billion.
God, we lost by 0.4 billion.
Yeah, to Boston. It's funny. So this is the only time you guys are able to beat Edmonton. Edmonton has a value of $2.76 billion.
Yay. We finally win something with Edmonton. Okay.
All right, and then here's just a straight salary dump kind of trade. The San Jose Sharks have acquired the contract of Orion Ellis and a 2026 conditional 6th-round pick from the Philadelphia Flyers for Carl Grundstrom and Artem Guriev. And Elias has not played since November 2021 due to injury.
So is he done?
Yeah, he's pretty much done.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't played since 2021, so he's been on a.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Adam, are you speaking from experience?
That is experience. And then you want to do the next one, Dad?
The Bruins announced they're retiring Zdeno Charo's number 33 on January 15th, 2026. About time.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say he's been retired for a few seasons now.
God, what did he play till like he was 44 or something like that? And he never really.
Oh, about the Kings beating Edmonton and the value.
Yeah, the season's just getting started, Adam. We'll see what happens.
Until the first round.
There's a lot of people predicting that the Kings would beat him right now. So I'm not sure.
Everyone had that last year, and that turned out great for you.
Well, we'll see what happens.
All right, and then do the next one. I'm gonna look up Zdeno Chara real quick.
Okay. Vegas has placed Alex Pietrangelo on season-ending LTIR. The team can now exceed the cap by his full cap hit of $8.8 million. Move approved by the NHL, the NHL Players Association, and the player. That's required to be able to do that. All of them have to agree to it. So that means he's not playing this year. No more coming back in the playoffs, with $30 million worth of players and like Vegas has done in the past.
Yeah, so the last year of Zdeno Chara, he played 72 games for the New York Islanders, and he was 44 years old.
What can I say?
And he's still out there running Ironman marathons and all this. That guy's just a freak of nature. It's crazy.
Yes, he's awesome player.
Yeah, and then
be a Hall of Famer probably too. Hall of Famer.
I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Did he already get in?
Yeah, he's already in.
Perfect.
Yep, 7-time All-Star. He won the Messi Award. He was the Norris winner, and then he has 1 Stanley Cup. All right, and then next on the league news, Cam Atkinson is going to retire. He will sign a 1-day contract with the Columbus Blue Jackets on October 16th and officially retire as a member of the Blue Jackets.
And we have another Oilers signing. Jack Roslovic signs a 1-year, $1.5 million deal with the Oilers.
About time someone signed him. The guy who scored 22 goals last year, and he just now signed. And he was like a great player in Carolina too. And then last up for the league news is Jonathan Drouin has been suspended for 1 game for cross-checking Penguins' Connor Dewar. All right, let's move on to game recap.
Game recaps.
All right, I'm gonna just. Do you want to do yours? At least one of yours, real quick, Dan.
Yeah, well, let's.
I'll give you a little break with my 1 game.
Well, I only got two.
Oh, okay. So you do 1, I'll do 1, and then you do your last one. You're muted, Dad. I can't hear you. See, Trent, this is why we can't have nice things.
I know. I'll see you there. Oh, hold on.
He's mute. You're muted. You muted yourself on the studio. I'm just waiting. Oh, there he is. There, I knew the comment was coming. I knew I was just waiting for it. I was looking at the comments like, where's Adam?
Yeah, that's all right.
There you are.
Hey, I didn't touch anything.
That's what my mom says all the time. I didn't touch anything. I was like, great.
Oh, and as soon as you muted and we were waiting, I waited for the comments. I'm like, Adam's gonna say something.
Well, that's okay. The captain of chaos.
Oh, yeah.
That's. I still remember at the that one hole where you were getting heckled and the shot went way over to the right. Did you ever find the ball, Adam?
Did you hear what I said to him?
What?
I said a stormtrooper can shoot better than you.
Oh my God, that's a pretty bad one.
Oh, and it's funny because he's like, "Yep." But all right, Dad,
so opening night. Let's get to opening night. Kings against the Colorado Avalanche, and first period, it was competitive. Nothing happened, and then the Kings just, unfortunately, yeah, that's what they did. 3 goals in the second by Colorado. Kings got some kind of easy goal there and to help out just a little bit. And let's go through the scoring real quick. Martin Necas scored the first goal at the 48 second mark of the second period. Assist from McKinnon and Lekanen. Then Sam Malinsky scored unassisted to make it 2-0. And then Arturi Lekanen scored his first from Makar, his first, and McKinnon his second, which made it 3-0. Then, of course, in the third period, Necas scored on the power play. Makar got his second assist. Nelson his first, made it 4-0. But Fiala scored at the 15:06 mark on the power play from Kempe and Kopitar to make it a 4-1 game. Let's just go see how the shots were. Kings outshot them 25-23. They beat them in the faceoff circle 55-45. Now, the part of the Kings' problem is they were penalty killing 6 different times, but they only gave up 1 goal, and the Kings were 1 for 4 on the power play. Other than that, I'm sure the 3 stars of the game got to be all Avalanche. Necas was the first star with 2 goals. McKinnon was the second star with 2 assists. And Lekanen was the third star with a goal and an assist. And I'd like to forget about this game, and we can move on to that first Ducks game.
I want to forget about these helmets first.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, I hate
as all you guys see, the Kings, they actually warmed up in their normal home jerseys, and then when they came back out, they came out with their new third jerseys, and this is what they came out with. I don't mind, the jersey. I
hate the helmet.
I do not like the helmet.
Yeah, those are weird.
Yeah.
It's just a less shiny chrome dome.
Yeah. Kevin, am I crazy for loving the helmet?
You're crazy, buddy. You're crazy.
Hey, I mean, everyone has preferences. I mean, I thought it looked nice at first, and then when they started playing, I was like, oh my God, like the helmets match a little too close to me. Like, I think this would be a better matchup, like maybe against the Ducks that wear like the orange helmet, or the Sharks with their teal helmet or the Canes with their red helmet when they, but I'm like, I don't like it. Like I love now, Dad, I know you wanted the forum blue and gold, and I think that would have been the way better choice to go with, but I don't mind this. I just wish they would have stayed with the matte black helmet, and I think it would have been perfect.
Well, when you have a third jersey, you want it to be more not so much the same. It's a lot the same to me.
I don't think Turcotte likes it either. Just look at that face.
Yeah, really. and Adam, did you crash into the boards and hit your head? You like the helmets? Hate the jersey?
Really?
I'm just the opposite of that.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, no.
That's okay. Everybody can have an opinion.
Yeah.
Some of us are just a little better at it than others.
So were you done with your recap for the first game?
Yes.
You know how shocked I didn't see is the Harmonic Queens didn't come back. I thought they would have came back for the opening night for you guys.
Oh, the Korean.
Yeah, the Harmonic Queens. So, all right, we'll start with our game, and Trent, of course, you can chime in. All right, the Ducks went on the road to Seattle for the first game of the season, and it started out very strong. Great opening 20 minutes. Unfortunately, Seattle did get the first goal at the 2:21 mark on a wrist shot from Vince Dunn, but about 2 minutes later, Beckett Seneca in his NHL debut scores his first NHL goal with assist from Mason McTavish. And what a great play that was.
For a kid who had I'm like, dude, it was going bananas when we were watching it at Brewery X. Like, dude,
I wanted to go to Brewery X so bad.
For that kid to have his first NHL goal,
in front of his parents,
so awesome. In front of his mom and sister and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's got to be like mind blowing.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna just say this: after the first period, shots on goal, Seattle 5, the Ducks 17.
That was nuts.
Yeah, and the only reason it was a 1-1 tie after one was because of Joey Decord. We got goalied. We got goalied in the first period. And then second period, Mason Marchment scores his first of the season to make it 2-1 at the 3:50 mark. So now it's 2-1 Seattle after 2. And then Jared McCann scores the lone goal in the third for his first of the year. And we got a final of 3-1. Like I said, we played a great opening 20 minutes and then just completely fell off after that.
Yeah.
We did have 12 shots in the second, but Seattle had 11. And in the third period, when you're down, you should not be getting outshot by twice the amount. The Ducks had 7 shots on goal. Seattle had 15. That should be the opposite when you're down. So the final shots on goal was 36-31. Face-off percentage, we're still iffy on the face-off percentage. We lost 54 to 46. Power play 0 for 1, but the penalty kill was 2 for 2, so that's good. The penalty kill looked great. Hits 24 to 29 in favor of Seattle. Now here's the big thing: block shots. The Ducks had 7 block shots. Seattle had 26 block shots in that game. So we were getting shots off, but we just got to get the shots through. So the Ducks fall in the season opener in Seattle, 3-1. There was just a couple bad defensive mishaps that led to the Marchment goal and the McCann goal. The first goal, Vince Dunn, just a great shot, and Dostal got screened. But the other two, just horrible defense. And on an honest opinion, I don't think Dostal had that great of a game either. I thought he was a little rough in that game. I don't know what you saw in that game, Trent.
After like the second, I kind of like went and started talking to people afterwards. I watched the first and second, but then after the third, I was like, I went and talked to people, and I was like,
Trent, I was just like this.
I know.
Watching it like
I went with my brother-in-law and stuff, and he's more the analytical, statistical guy. And I'm like,
I wish I could be more analytical, a little bit more, just so I like how like Jake and Felix can from Crash Upon. They're so good at the analytical stuff, and everything. Like I wish I knew understanding what everything was, but I'm more of a visual person, anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so funny. I'm a diehard Ducks fan, but yet I don't know squat about statistics or our players or how good they play. But I'm more about, oh, hey man, how's it going?
You're Trent. You're a vibes guy. Okay, you're vibes.
And
honestly, we need people like you.
The one thing I gotta say, it's like now it's been 2 years past. I'm like, now they're like, I'm not even, hey man, how's it going? I was like, hey Trent, I'm like, are you talking to me? Like me, right? Like there's like a million people who love these guys. And then I was like, they're like, oh, like, because there's an event where like, you get to go meet the players and get the autographs and stuff. And Killhorn was like, hey, bro, hey, man, how's it going? I was like, how's life? I was like, did Alex Killhorn ask me how I'm doing? I'm like, dude, this is nuts. So again, yeah, that I am. I'm more the vibes of going, but yeah, if you ask me about anything, I'll look at you like, are you asking me?
All right. So, and then the three, I didn't even go over the 3 stars. 3 stars of the game. McCann was the 3rd star with 1 goal. Mason Marchment was the 2nd star with 1 goal. And then Joey Decord was the number 1 star with only 1 goal given up and a .972 save percentage.
Yeah, you got Decord.
We got decorded. And then real quick for Adam, the jersey is way too plain. I'm not a fan of the crown, but I'm also crazy because I want the Ducks to go to the orange chrome dome. I don't want an orange chrome. I wouldn't mind seeing what it looks like, but I'm not a fan of. I'd rather them go to the matte orange look. But
I like the matte black the Kings have.
Yeah,
I
do like the crown logo I do like, but I wish they would have done the Forum blue and yellow. So go ahead and talk about your last game, Dad.
Okay, my last game, very next night. The Kings have a very tough schedule. I mean, they're playing 3 really good teams in a row. And they're in Vegas on Wednesday night. And it starts off really well. Just a little bit of a recap, and I'll get into the details in it. Byfield and Kuzmenko each have a goal and assist for LA. Eichel earns his $13.5 million new contract by getting 4 points. And Dorofeyev gets a hat trick. And I tell you, that guy's a stud. He had 35 goals last year.
Who has him in our fantasy league?
I don't know. What's funny is in fantasy, not necessarily is a guy scoring 35 goals as important unless they do everything well.
But he scores on the power play, so that helps.
So let's go quick over and go to the scoring. In the first period, Andrei Kuzmenko gets his first on the power play.
Take your pause real quick because you're like cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go. Because you were starting to sound like a robot there for the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't tell. I hear myself just fine.
No, you're fine. That's why I was like, wait, stop.
So Andrei Kuzmenko on the power play gets his first at 4:41 of the first period from Kopitar's second assist and Fiala his first to give the Kings a 1-0 lead. And then Quentin Byfield gets his first unassisted to put the Kings up 2-0 at the 11:57 mark. So it's 2-0 Kings. And that's when Vegas gets in. Dorofeyev scores his first unassisted to make it 2-1. Just 2 minutes into the second period. So it's now 2-1. Then finally, Jeff Malott gets his first from Joel Armia, his first, and Turcotte, his first. What I like about this is we've got multiple lines producing goals here. So this is looking good. We're up 3-1. But Dorofeyev scores again on the power play. with about a little over 2 minutes left in this second period to make it 3-2 from Stone his first and Eichel his first. And he scores his third just 2 minutes later. Stone gets his second, Eichel gets his second. So now it's 3-3. And that's how the second period ends. Kings started off really good. They were up 3-1. Now it's 3-3. Third period starts. The new $13.5 million man scores his first at 5 minutes into the third period from Marner, his first, and Barbashev his first to put Vegas up 4-3. Now, Kings were up 3-1. Now it's 4-3 Vegas. Then Barbashev gets his first from Eichel his third and Marner his second at the 8-minute mark to put Vegas up 5-3. So we were up 3-1 and gave up 4 straight goals. Now, this is where it gets, I thought, weird. You're up 5-3 and shorthanded. Trevor Moore gets his first at the 11:39 mark from Deneau his first and Doughty his first to put the Kings just down by 1, 5-4. And then Brant Clark gets his first at the 14-minute mark from Byfield his first and Kuzmenko his first. And now we have a tie game. We go to overtime. A lot of exciting things happen in overtime, but nobody scores. So let's go to the shootout. So who starts out the shootout for the Kings? But, hopefully the new $12 million man. Let's hope they sign him. He gets a goal. And then the new $13.5 million man, Eichel, goes first for Vegas. And Forsberg makes the save. Then coming up second is Trevor Moore, who gets the goal. So the Kings are up 2-0. Then, of course, who scores 3 goals, he scores also in the shootout. Dorofeyev scores again to make it 2-1. So it's now 2-1. Fiala shoots and there's a save. And now if they can stop Marner and Forsberg stops Marner on the shootout and the Kings win the game 2-1. Let's go to the 3 stars of the game. And obviously the third star, obviously with the game-winning shootout goal and a shorthanded goal in the game, was Trevor Moore. Second star, which to me, I would have had him be my first star, with a goal and 3 assists, Jack Eichel. And the number 1 star for the game is Dorofeyev with 3 goals. And I just think he's a stud goal scorer, and I only see him getting better. And I wish he wasn't on Vegas. So, and that ends the week for the Kings and games. So now, now, do we want to go to predictions?
Let's go to predictions. All right, so Trent. All right, we got these games coming up. So we got tonight against the San Jose Sharks in San Jose. What's your prediction for tonight?
I think we'll do well, but I don't know. I've always thought that we played good against the Sharks. Obviously, when I go to the state, when I go and watch, sometimes we win, sometimes we're not. I don't know. I just think for you, sometimes it just all depends how they do, overall. I don't know. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. You have a prediction for tonight? Like who's going to win and what's the score?
Go bold, Trent. Pick a score. I think you're going to do better than Cody. I'm betting on it.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. We played against the Sharks. We've either lost to the Sharks or won against the Sharks. So, say it's a possible, say 5-3. I don't know.
5-3. Who wins?
Either us or the Sharks.
No, you got to pick one.
Come on, Trent.
Come
I
on.
know, it's hard. It's hard. I don't ever do this before.
You're good.
Yeah, you'll probably go 3-0. You'll
Yeah.
probably be better than all of us.
I don't know. I'd say maybe us. No, I'd say maybe us, but then there's a possibility of them coming back. So I'd say
Okay,
That's good.
I'm gonna go. Trent, you go bold or go home. You're going 5-3 Ducks.
Ducks.
there you go. I'm sticking 5-3 Ducks.
There you
All right.
go.
How
How about you, Cody?
I'm going 4-1 Ducks on this one. I'm going
All right.
4-1. And then the home opener, Trent.
Ooh. Oh, we're gonna either we're absolutely gonna win this. That's either gonna be we've won every home opener. So I think that's our sweet spot. The Penguins. Man, I would see a 4-2 win at the end.
4-2.
4-2.
Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
I'm saying 5-2, and we all get chicken.
I like it.
So I'm saying 5-2 on win for the Anaheim Ducks. And then Thursday, home against the Hurricanes.
Oh, I'm thinking us. I would probably say we would probably I'd go 3-3.
It can't end in a tie.
No, sorry, 3-2.
3-2.
Us losing by a point.
Okay,
All
so
right.
So
I have.
you got 2-3. The Ducks lose to the Canes.
Okay, I have us losing 4-3. So
All right.
I have us losing that game as well. I like what the Hurricanes did this offseason. I think they're a stronger team. So
I think
I see we're pretty close.
they're one of the favorites for the Stanley Cup this year.
Yeah, I'll believe it when they actually win more than one game in the Eastern Conference final.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I think they're one of the favorites for it. I mean, doesn't mean they're going to win.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And then, Dad, you want to go?
well, I did predict the Jets Kings game last week, but it's just probably going now. I have not looked at the score, so I don't even know what's going on. I picked 3-2. I'll stick with that. Kings beat them 3-2 in Winnipeg. Then they're at the Wild. I picked the Kings winning 4-2. And then at home on the 16th against the Penguins, I got the Kings winning. I'm going with a sweep, 4-3. And they never beat the Penguins. I don't care how good or bad the Penguins are. The Kings never beat them. So I'm going for finally a victory against those Penguins. Those little funny birds, man, they just seem to score goals against us.
Yeah. All right,
They're nice and fluffy, but
so all right, now we got our predictions done. Trent, I want to hear. Let's tell everyone your story.
So I'll start before I read it off. I have a whole. I'm going to make this shorter than it's supposed to. Hi, I'm Trent Sullivan. I am the 2023-2024 21st Duck. If you don't know what a 21st Duck is, it's somebody they pick who has a great backstory, does a lot for the community, and gets to basically be a celebrity for the day. Get to go on the ice with the team. You get to basically be one of them for a whole day. Your name is on the roster. Literally, that's the only thing I don't have a picture of that. That's the one thing that was super cool is my picture was on the roster and had my name, my number. Obviously, I didn't have statistics, but it was super cool to have just your picture on the, on the wall, on the jumbotron and stuff. And for those who don't know what that is, you're basically a celebrity for the day. The whole day is all about you, and then after that, the whole season is all about you're well known, you're famous in a way, and I'm 2 years out of my season, so and still people to this day come up to me and they're like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I'm like, I don't know who they are, but I think it's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's an awesome thing that I didn't even know was even a thing until my year. So I'm going to read off some things that I've written down so people can understand who my story is, and especially for myself as well. Good afternoon. Actually, good afternoon. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Good day.
I know. Good day. I'm lucky to be here today to share my story. Growing up and lived every day with health issues, complications, hospital stay surgeries, procedures, pneumonias, RSVs, viruses, and most recent emergency colostomy surgeries was in 2023. I can't forget to mention blood draws, tests, CT scans, MRIs, annual heart catheterizations, biopsies. There are too many to share. So maybe I don't know anything different, but I'm here today because of my donors. I have 2 donors, by the way, not 3, 2. My health challenges actually started in the first few hours of life. They discovered I had a hole in my lungs, and each time I took a breath, the air escaped into my chest, which was pressured into on my heart. It led to discovery of my heart defect, which is known as the tetralogy of Fallot, or the 3 word is TOF. It's a medical term. I was transported to CHOC, where I spent 3 additional weeks in the NICU, which is basically they take care of those who are in the very rare cases. I was one of those, solely relying on 2 different types of ventilators. This allowed my lungs to recover so I could eventually breathe independently. Over the next few months, my cardiologist at the time made a life-threatening mistake that led to my congenital heart failure. I ended up in the PICU at CHOC Hospital, where I was put on ECMO, which is a heart and lung bypass machine.
Right. I
was on ECMO for 10 days before receiving a heart transplant on December 10th, 1993, I was 5 months old at Loma Linda University. So that's a little bit about, my heart is from Chicago. It was transported the following day. My family and I have always been grateful for, the donors, and we've always celebrate my anniversary in December every year. I do a separate day by myself just to remember the person who had passed away to give me my life. So I'm happy to share. In 2023, I celebrated my 30th heart transplant anniversary party with 200 friends and family, which included Kent French and Guy Bear for the Anaheim Ducks, that was nuts. That was a surprise. Well, that was the thing. They're like, oh, it's like, because I invited Ken French and Guy Bear. I was like, I want them to come and this and that. And I was like, but then I go, I never heard a single thing. So I'm doing all my stuff. And all of a sudden I see Ken French and Guy Bear. Go ahead, Garrett.
So you were the 21st duck, and you got the first duck ever to come to celebrate your anniversary. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
because he was the first pick on the expansion draft.
I know. That's what all my friends are like. Dude, you got Guy Bear, the guy who played for the Anaheim Ducks, almost what? I think Guy told me how long ago. I was like, dude, I know. I'm his oldest team. Fast forward a few years. Although a heart transplant saved my life, I have learning disabilities as a consequence of it. Memory is not the greatest. Knowing what's right from wrong. Sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I need to get told twice instead of one time. My heart transplant was indeed a gift of life. An infant in Chicago. No, sorry. I was rereading back, but my heart transplant is basically a gift.
Yeah.
I mean, walking miracle. The people tell me all the time. They come up to me. Like, yeah, I know. I've been told for 32 years that I've been, fast forward to my teenage years. Immune suppression medicine was to prevent, rejection from my kidneys. Just after my 18th birthday, I was officially put on kidney transplant list of August of 2010. So you understand being put on a list for a donor, it could be exciting and it also could be nerve-wracking. And it also could be, I've learned to not keep I keep my expectations low just because of everything that I've been on. Given known how long it would find a match, I was luckily maintaining without dialysis. Most kids with kidney transplants need dialysis. So first call was in November 2010. We were super excited, but unfortunately, made to find out I wasn't a match after all, which you have to have a certain way to match for the donor and the recipient to match. It has to be a certain thing. So unfortunately, the first time was not a match, which was sad. And then I learned the lesson. I told friends all about it, and then all of a sudden it didn't happen. So I'm like, okay, learn from that. While my mom was going through the process to be my kidney donor, because what she was trying to do, she received a second call in the morning on February 15th, 2011. So day after Valentine's Day.
My birthday.
My dad's
It's my birthday, Trent.
February
15th is my
February 15th.
birthday. Yep.
Nice.
So
now we know.
Yes, that's something in common.
Now I know.
A special day for both of us, Trent.
Exactly. 12 hours later, within 12 hours, I was confirmed to be a good match and was sent into surgery. I was successfully received my kidney transplant early hours of February 16th of 2011. This was my second gift of life, donated by a young adult whose organs went on to saving multiple people's lives that day. So not just mine. There's a heart that was donated, a liver that was. That person basically gave up their life to save others.
My first and second cousins both have had kidney transplants.
And it's amazing how many kids nowadays need a second or a third.
Oh, they weren't even kids. They were adults when it happened. And my first cousin just had it about two or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in her 70s when she got the kidney transplant. In fact, my second cousin named his kidney Kevin. And he's still dealing with some other issues.
Yeah.
So, just like I'm going to promise Kevin to put you in my prayers. Trent, put you in my prayers along with them, because you're dealing with stuff with these transplants.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand it. It did save your life, but you still have things you have to get done.
Yeah. I have to be precautionary still to this
Very
day.
much so. Yes.
I'm 30-some years old. I get sick super easy. It does not take me long. It's 0 from 50, and I'm gone. And I'm like shaking, cold. I get pneumonias a lot, as I've said before. Pneumonia is number one thing that I get a whole bunch. So go into COVID, and then after that, kidney transplant in 2011, which has been
14 years ago.
14 years ago. It'll be 15 in 2026.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Amen.
I know.
That happened for you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I do not take life for granted after all the stuff I've been through. I think of things so much differently now that I've had the heart transplant, the kidney transplant, and then I end up needing a pacemaker, during COVID. And there was COVID. My family's always been precautionary. My siblings and I would come home, we would clean right away. And what's the funniest thing? When COVID happened, everyone lived my life. And that's what the funniest part. I'm like, oh, so I get to sit back and let you all see what it's like to be me.
See, I never thought of it like that until you just said that and everything. Because like, I hated wearing the mask. I did wear the mask because, like I said, I wanted to be safe. I wanted to put others around me safe and everything. But I could not stand wearing those masks.
Yeah. Well, no, it's funny is I wore N95 even like people started doing it in COVID. You know, it's so I've worn N95s on an airplane, doctor's offices. I mean, those are the only 2 times I'll wear it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, but if I got sick as a kid, I end up, you know, in the hospital. That's very common with transplanted people. They just go straight. It takes them 5 to 7 days to recover.
Yeah.
The worst part is, you know, in 4th grade, I got the influenza. You know, in 4th grade, influenza that year was terrible, and my doctors didn't allow me to go to school, so I was homeschooled for 5 months. So it was, like I said, when things come around, we don't mess around whatsoever. You know, we also, and all those funny things, like the distancing, the masks, the washing. Like, it's funny because I did it for 30 years, and then when COVID happened, I'm like, oh, so you get to feel what it's like to be me and how I have to live this life. Not that it was a bad thing, but it's like, it's just now they're seeing what it's like to be me. And people came up to me and I'm like, they're like, now I get it. Now I understand why you're this XYZ ABC. You know, we always kept our friends and families the same throughout COVID. We all learned to live with me being immune compromised, which that's a word, for the last 32 years. So yeah, COVID was scary, but I needed to live and enjoy life. I had to. I couldn't just sit in a yeah. What's that movie that Jake Gyllenhaal does, the Bubble Boy? Or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, I can't do that. I can't be Bubble Boy. I can't be protected all the time. So,
yeah.
You know, in August of 21, you know, I tested positive for COVID. From, you know, a pre-op for another surgery. And unknowingly, I didn't even know I was even exposed. So I had sinus surgery and developed bleeding in my nose about almost 10 days later. I went into the ER for the nosebleeds to stop and tested positive for COVID. I'm like, how in the world do I get tested for COVID? I'm the most precautionary kid of all time, and yet I, out of all people, get COVID. My friends were livid that I got COVID. They're like, what? But, you know, but it was the funniest thing is, I'll say this. COVID hits different people in different ways.
It does.
I got COVID. I was completely fine. And that's what's so interesting. I was asymptomatic the whole time. But I was being monitored and they saw pauses in my heartbeat. They admitted me and spent over 2 weeks in the COVID unit all by myself. I can do things by myself to a certain extent in the hospital, but my mom is my advocate 100%, even if I'm old. Even if my mom's old and I'm old, she's still going to be my advocate. That's what I want people to understand. You need to advocate for yourself, and you need a person to advocate for you. Yeah, you know, it's important. It's important. We you know, we live in a world where it's important to have that stuff fixed and set. Anyways, for the first time, I was actually spent alone by myself in the hospital in a COVID ward, and without my parents, my friends, nobody to come see me. Nobody. I basically felt like, experiment X, at that type of thing. But due to COVID restrictions, I relied on FaceTime calls, phone calls, social media. This included calling my parents, when the doctors came in, discuss, my care and disabilities or my possibilities of a pacemaker. Said 2 months later, I received a pacemaker implant. Said I've now had, I'd say this is 3 years now. I've had a pacemaker now for 3 years, and this thing doesn't need to be checked for another 12 years. This box that I have 2 leads, and one's just 1%, and it's so crazy. So, and this, I don't have to get it fixed. I don't have to have it repaired or I don't have to have a new one for another 12 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That'd be awful if you had to do something all the time with that. So
the surgery I had was very invasive. Like the scar that I have is like about this small, but they had to go in a difficult way where my doctor said, like, I can't do this again. So it's like, thank goodness that this happened. He's like, so jump May of 23, at abdominal pain. I went to the ER for abdominal pain. 3 days later, I underwent an emergency colostomy surgery, which is basically to take part of your stuff, part of your colon, take it and make it into a colostomy bag. If those don't know what a colostomy bag is, which is basically all the foods and stuff go into this bag and you have to dump it out and stuff, and people live with it. So this information it's very interesting to learn. I didn't know what a colostomy bag is. I didn't even know what a colostomy surgery even was. It gave me quite a scare, and so I coded blue. So it took me another 24 hours to come off the ventilator and be able to breathe on my own. Something went wrong. Things went wrong. I had an anesthesiologist that gave me the wrong type of meds that I was definitely allergic to, and basically one of them is I completely shut down, and she didn't listen to my mom. My mom's one of those that will tell you are doing things wrong. And so March of 2024, I had the colostomy reversal, which I recovered in an ICU, and then I actually got to go home. I got to go home and sleep in my bed and not sleep in the hospital bed and stuff. Collectively, I was, along with a colon surgeon, heart transplant, kidney transplant, pulmonary, infection disease, all ensured that I remained stable as possible. 2 weeks after that surgery, they talked about, having, a way of possible, discuss the risk and benefit of completing a colostomy reversals, which is putting it back. So that was said and done. I just shared a clip, note version of my medical history over my lifetime. I've faced a lot of challenges that could have knocked me down. And don't get me wrong, I've had bad days. We all have bad days. We all have our bad days. Do not get me wrong. Every single one of us have bad days. However, I found a way to move forward using my strength, perseverance, and reliance. However, I focus on the simple things of life. my favorite things are, now people are going to really get to know who I am. Starbucks, chocolate milk. It's a customized one pump. Okay, let me reframe this. I do not drink coffee. I do not drink coffee. I do not drink any of the Frappuccino stuff. I drink a specialized one pump kids cold chocolate milk with easy ice and whipped cream with 1 pump of mocha, 2 pumps of peppermint, depending on the season, or pumpkin spice that now everyone's so uppy about, or not do it at all. Oh my God, I love Starbucks, but I don't go to that extent. Chocolate milk, watching my favorite TV show. For those who know or have seen my socials, I'm a diehard Office fan. Diehard. I mean,
Amen.
Live, breathe, and if it's not hockey, I live, breathe, Dunder Mifflin. I live and breathe Dunder Mifflin. I swear to dude, I've probably watched it over 100 times, maybe more. It's to the point where I know the lines. I know it's so. I love Legos. Legos was one of my favorite things. Is like when I was in the hospital, and Ducks games.
Amen.
Instead of focusing on ongoing roller coasters of my health challenges, I've learned to go with the flow, such as adapting and adjusting to all the new doctors and nurses. We've changed all my care to UCLA during COVID-19, which is so funny. COVID-19 nowadays, it just feels like a blur. It's so nuts. More as a family, we have faced setbacks and found ways to focus positivity while dealing with negativity. Helen Keller once said, "Alone, we could do so little. Together, we could do so much." Which is, I mean, it's so true.
Yeah.
So 2023 marked the 30th anniversary of my heart transplant anniversary party and the 30th anniversary of our Anaheim Ducks. So during that past summer, as a complete surprise, my sister, Jacqueline Sullivan, is my sister. She's my hero. She always has been. And stuff. Nominated me for, as you can tell under my name, the 2023-2024 21st Duck for the Anaheim Ducks season. I have gone to many games with friends and family and loved watching Ducks for as long as I can remember. I'll put it this way. Mike Babcock was my childhood neighbors. My buddy I've known for over 20 years. Mike Babcock was his neighbor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yes. So in October, my dad lied and said we had been given a suite to take to the entire family and a couple of friends to the preseason games against the Coyotes. While enjoying the game, Timo Solani, dude, I love the dude. He's so cool. I know. I love the fact that like you have a picture of him. Like, I love the dude. He is such like down to earth dude. I don't know how to. Dude, I went to his restaurant. It was so cool.
We did too.
I know, dude. It was. My sister-in-law pulled some strings, and we got to sit in his personal.
That's where we sat too.
Yeah, we got to sit there too. It was a very good steak.
But he was not there, unfortunately. I
was like praying. I was like, I put it on my Twitter. Like, Timo Solani, I'm going to your restaurant. Could you please show up? But the funniest thing is talking about Timo Solani. Teemu Solani walked up to me and said, "Hi, Trent," and showed me a photo. I ran into Teemu Solani at this event in Arizona. It's called Barrett Jackson Car Show. It's a car show about collectible cars. Out of all of thousands, I'm talking thousands, maybe hundreds of people, I see Teemu Solani in this crowd. I'm going like this. I'm like, there goes Teemu Solani. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. So I go up to him and be like, hey, man, how's it going? And so I never heard, and then never saw him ever again. So it was super cool to have that moment with him, to talk about, hey, I saw you a couple of years ago, Barry Jackson, did you buy that car? I was surprised and taking it all in as he handed me a custom jersey and shared that I was the next 21st Duck for the 2023-2024 Anaheim Duck season. I've never been able to play sports, but I feel so honored to be selected as the 21st Duck of the Ducks program. So I found out that I had to go on the ice. They're like, so do you know how to skate? I'm like, no. I was like, well, it's time to learn. You're going on the ice a week from tomorrow. I'm like, okay, cool. So my brother and I was like, we'll take you and stuff. Dude, the whole experience has been it's way too long now to talk about it. But dude, I gotta say, it has been one of the greatest and biggest life-changing things for me. And obviously, Cody, I know you see it over social media and stuff, and you've seen it, over that. But dude, the amount of stuff that just being a part of the Anaheim Ducks has given me, basically, going to the games is like something I thrive. I love. And I don't know. I can go on and on and on. But do you guys have any questions about like the 21st Duck stuff, or you got questions for me you want to ask that I can try to answer for you? Or
no, you said so, like, you answered a lot of the questions just from your story and everything like that. And like I said, I've known about you since they announced you. I saw that video with Teemu Solani giving you the jersey and all that. So like I said, I have followed you since that you were announced as the 21st Duck. Yeah. So like that's why I wanted to go talk to you when that was my first time. I think I saw you once before, but you were talking with people.
I know that's a funny thing. That's what I was saying to Kyle. Dude, I've actually never met Cody before, but I've followed you since my season, and that's what's the funniest thing. It's like people will come up to me like, "Hey man, I think I saw you at the game the other day." It's like, well, why didn't you come and say hi to me? Like, well, I'm not gonna bite, Yeah. And so, a few things that I want to add is like, I was on national television. I was in the news. I was in the newspaper. I mean, I have never seen my phone blow up in notifications in my life. JoJo and them, they honored my brother Grant on Cancer Fight Night, and stuff. And so, and then like another mark was the fact that, 2023 was my 30th birthday. The Anaheim Ducks 30th the Anaheim Ducks 30th anniversary, which is a big deal. My 30th Heart Transplant anniversary party. So it was like the 30-30-30 year for me. And I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to top that at all. There's nothing that I can think of in my life that tops being the 21st Duck, being announced the 21st Duck, being told, saying, hey, I want you to tell us your story. It was like the fact that that I was picked to be the 21st Duck has been, God, I love it, man. I wouldn't have changed it. A little back, quick thing is, I didn't even know about it. The only people that knew about it were my mom, my dad, and my sister, and my brother-in-law. Because obviously my sister was the one that got called by the foundation, said, hey, by the way, first phone call was like, hey, your brother's a runner-up. Second phone call was like, hey, your brother got picked.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome that you got picked.
That's awesome.
It was. I think once they saw it, it was funny. One of the foundation people I'm friends with now is like, I read your story. I was like crying while walking to give it to the other people. And so I think that's, and she's like walking and crying. I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's all good. But
Trent, but you have such a great story, and I love how you live life and how you handle yourself with everything. You're so outgoing, like you want to be around like us Ducks fans and people and stuff like that. I guess I love that because like when I came up and talked to you, you were so welcome and everything, and I it was such a pleasure meeting you, and I'm glad I actually finally. I was like, okay, here's my chance. There's not a huge crowd around him. He doesn't look. I'm like, I gotta say hi to Trent and stuff like that. So,
well, that's the funny thing because I met Kyle for the first time too.
Oh, I thought you knew Kyle already.
Dude, I've never met Kyle. I've never met Kyle, dude. I met Kyle for the first time too. I'm like, dude, I know who you are. I've seen your stuff, but I've never ever met you. And that's where I'm like, people are like approaching me at the game. I'm like, I've never ever. It's so hard. But yeah, dude, I met Kyle, and you was like, oh, but dude, to end it all, man, it was a blessing in disguise for me to be the 21st Duck, to be part of something that now is my life.
Yeah,
I live, breathe hockey. In a joking way, it's like I said, I should just build a bedroom in the rafters and just come down when it's game season.
I'll be your roommate, Trent.
You and I will just be roommates at the Honda Center on the top where all the things are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the Ducks won that night. Frank the Tank was star of the game that night. I mean, everyone knows the whole story about that night. Ali Lozoff interviewed me at the end with, it was Frank the Tank. So Frank the Tank and I got to be interviewed at the same time. And dude, to be interviewed by Kent French, Guy Bear, the whole broadcasting, I was like, dude, is this what it feels like to be an actual like movie star? So it's I just don't know how to explain it.
You are definitely you are definitely a star in the Ducks community. I can tell you that for now.
The one thing I gotta say is they have said to this day, I am the most active 21st Duck they've ever had. Ever had. Obviously, they come and go, they come to the game, but like when it was my year, and like I heard from the foundation one day, they're like, do you understand? We never see these 21st Ducks. Like ever. We see them from time to time when life happens. But you're the most active 21st Duck we've ever had. And like Ken French and Guy Bear were saying the same exact same thing. They're like, we can't get rid of you. I'm like, joking. But it just, I love it. I just don't know how to explain it. But hockey now has been and will forever be a part of my life.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely understand that. It's part of our lives too in a different way. And the neat thing about that, Trent, is you weren't just 23, 24, you'll be forever a 21st Duck.
Yeah.
So, And that's such a honor and a privilege.
Yeah.
And when Cody asked if you could be on the podcast, what was my answer?
Yes.
Of course.
He said, of course. I said, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
I go,
I love sharing my story. I'm not scared of it. It's who I am. It's part of me.
Yeah.
It's got to be a part of me until the day I die. I mean, realistically, my life dream for me is to be the world's longest. Well, I'm still young, but I'm short. World's longest. My original heart. I still have I've not had any secondary. I want to be the world's longest heart transplant recipient with his original with the first heart transplanted heart. That's if I can get in the Guinness World Records of being the longest heart transplant recipient with having one heart transplant, that will just make my life.
Well, we certainly hope you reach that goal.
No, I yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
But before we get out of here, Trent, do you want to plug anything before we get out of here?
No, I just want to say, life's too short. We got to enjoy the small things. I'm a prime example of it all. Take it one day at a time. Don't enjoy the small things. Enjoy life. Go out, have fun. We can wallow in the past, but we also got to get up and move on. And yes, it hurts, but at the same time, we gotta be like, all right, I can do this. I want people to live by example, not lead by example. Like, oh, Trent, he does this. It's like, maybe I want to try to be like him, but don't literally be like me, but
have your attitude, right? Have that attitude to live and enjoy life no matter what.
Yeah.
I totally get that, Trent. And I totally respect that.
And that's where nowadays it's step out every single day. Yeah. One day you can wake up and be like, oh, I don't feel good. Okay, well, the next day you can be fine. So, and that's where, another thing is it's a long time. It'll be a long time because due to a lot of memory issues. I am wanting to be an author, and I want to share my story. And so I'm writing a book that is called, I will tell you exactly what it is called. I'll send you guys a picture of it, and you guys can always share it on your socials.
Perfect. While you're doing that, I'm gonna do our little outro because I'm on a little timetable.
Go right ahead.
Everyone, please go follow us at Royally Quacked on all social media. Comment on the videos. Comment on it. We want to hear from you guys. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Like I said, let's get the likes going, please, especially for our main guy here, Trent, and everything. And guys, go follow him. Go follow Trent on social media too. Like I said, if you're at the Ducks game, say hi.
Come on to me, say hi.
Go say hi. So
come on to me, say hi. Yeah. So long story short, this is a dream that I'm working on, and this will come out one day.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I can't wait, Trent.
Thank you. Thank you both for having me. I appreciate you letting me come and talk about my life and talk about my story. Obviously, there's probably a lot more I missed just due to, memory issues and how it was told. But the way I told it was exactly how I live, how life has happened.
That's awesome.
So, all right. Well, thank you for coming on with us, Trent. Like I said, such a great story and everything.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Cody, you froze.
Cody froze. Oh, there
you are.
He's back again.
Yeah,
He's
I'm having internet issues. So, but I'll definitely see you on Tuesday, Trent.
Yeah.
I'll definitely come by and say hi.
Yeah,
So,
I will be. I'll be in
I-
between the broadcasters and the tequilaria, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So that's where you'll find me in every intermission. I
Right.
just don't know about Tuesday because it might change, but I will be there no matter
Yeah.
what. All season long, you can find me right next between the team store and the food thing on the right hand side of taqueria. So
Sounds good.
So, all right. Well, we'll see you everyone next week on Royally Clogged, and just remember, let's go Ducks
And
Let's
go
Ducks.
Kings, go.
Huh.